is Lily and welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another weekly reading vlog. So it's been a little while since I've done a reading vlog and that's just because I've not been feeling up to it, but I'm hoping to get back into it this week. So at the moment I am reading Fat Chance Charlie Vega, which is on my coffee table behind me. That is my physical read and it is a young adult contemporary about a girl called Charlie Vega who is fat and feels like the world doesn't accept her, and it's kind of her journey of self-acceptance and finding love. I finished A Song Below Water yesterday, which has been my audio read for quite a while now, and I need to choose a new audiobook, so I'll get to that in a minute. I am also going to be reading Kate in Waiting by Becky Albertalli as an ebook because I have a review due to go up soon for that one, so I do need to read it so I can review it. So I've got my tablet here and I'm going to go and have a look on Audible and on Scribd, and I will check back in a minute when I've picked a book. So I have had a look and I have decided to go with The Assassin's Blade by Sarah J Maas. This is the prequel to the Throne of Glass series and I've never actually read it. It is a collection of all of the novellas that Sarah J Maas wrote about Selena before the events of Throne of Glass when she was an assassin. So I'm assuming there's going to be blood and gore because Throne of Glass does have a bit of blood and gore in it, and seeing as this is from her assassin's years, you would hope there's going to be some blood and gore in there because assassin. It's Monday night and I'm about to go to bed. I don't really have much to update you on when it comes to books because I haven't read much. I've been really enjoying The Assassins whatever, the Sarah J Maas one. Yeah, it's good. It's solid Sarah J Maas. Selena's cool. I like her. Yeah. That's all I have to say on that one. And I've read the first chapter of Kate in Waiting by Becky Albertalli, and again, good, solid Becky Albertalli chapter. So I wanted to keep reading, but it's midnight and I need to go to sleep. But I wanted to document this because the reason my hair is a pineapple right now is because I've been trying a new shampoo and conditioner. I'm trying Milkshake, which is the brand that my cousin, who is my hairdresser, uses when she washes my hair in the salon, and it always comes out really nice. And she uses the Milkshake like moisture mousse leave-in conditioner thing as well, so we're trying it to see if that helps and I can have natural hair, but it's already looking frizzy. It's mostly dry, which is why I've stayed up until midnight trying to like get it to dry. My hair just dries slowly because it's quite thick, so yeah, it's mostly dry, so it's now up in a pineapple so I can sleep and hopefully not damage the waves. But I wanted to document this, so here we are, and hopefully I will remember to update you in the morning as to how this little experiment went. I know it will probably make more sense for me to shower in the morning and to let it dry naturally and to let that be how it happens, but that would require me waking up early enough to shower in the morning, which is not happening, so I will show you how this looks. I am predicting it's not going to go well because I'm cutting corners here, and I should probably just start getting up early enough to shower in the morning, but that is a journey and I'm working my way up to that, but we're not there yet. Okay, so it wasn't a complete disaster. Like, the bangs look kind of wild. They look weirder in real life than they do on camera. Yeah, it's still a bit frizzy. It's not too bad. Maybe I need to use some more of the leave-in conditioner though. But I think I'm gonna try and maybe pin this back. Would that look cute? Or maybe I should come in. Oh, I'm covering up the camera. Sorry. But yeah, I'm thinking about maybe pinning this back if that would look cute, or maybe I should just get the straighteners out and like recurl, but then is that gonna look weird when the rest of it's kind of like natural waves? I don't know. I don't know what to do with it, but I don't hate it. I haven't looked at the back yet. I haven't got the mirror to look at the back yet, but I think it went decent. Like, I think if it was drier, it would look better, because like still back here I've got like this always happens where it sticks up at the back, so that still happened with me putting it in a pineapple, so I'm guessing that's because it was damp. So I'm going to see if I can fix some of the issues with some water and seeing if that works, and see what it looks like, and see if I can leave it maybe, because I'm meeting my parents for lunch today because it was my mum's birthday yesterday. So yeah, they're coming here for lunch and I kind of want to look cute, but yeah, so we'll see what I can do with this. And I'll put some makeup on so I don't have a bright red spot on my chin for lunch. But yeah, so semi-success. And yeah, this is kind of my natural hair. Usually it's curlier, but because it was still damp when I put it up in the pineapple, it didn't get to curl as much as it normally does. Because it's kind of like mostly wavy with a few like ringlety curls in there. I get like more ringlety curls the more I scrunch it, and the better it can like naturally dry, but obviously last night it didn't get much time to naturally dry, so yeah, it wasn't a disaster. So hello. Please ignore how much I mostly look. I have cried and my mascara has run, so we're doing great. But also, look how much better my hair looks today. I let it naturally dry mostly and then slept with it kind of damp in a scrunchie again. I know I said I wouldn't do that again, but I did, and it turned out better this time. I left my bangs out to see if that would improve the situation with the bangs, but it did not, so hence why they're pinned back. But I thought I would come back to this vlog even though I haven't really read much still, because I've got a little mini book haul to do for you, so I thought I would show you some books. The reason I haven't been reading very much lately is because my executive functioning has been really bad lately, so yeah, that's why. And I kind of finally figured that out, and that's been kind of helpful. But that is also why I've been leaning more towards graphic novels and audiobooks lately, so they take a lot less processing power for me to read, so yay. But yeah, I'm gonna show you my little stack. I didn't buy any of these myself. My boyfriend bought them for me. So the local Waterstones is doing this promotion where if you spend £40 you get a free £10 voucher for Waterstones, and I did my boyfriend a bit of a favour the other day. So he said he wanted to buy me some books in Waterstones, which was really sweet. And I felt really guilty because I was just like stacking books into his arms, but he was really sweet about it and I really appreciate it, so I thought I would show you some of these books and give him some of the love and attention that he deserves on this channel. So I thought I'd start with Long Way Down, Jason Reynolds. This was actually one of the last books I picked up because I wasn't sure how much it was going to be, but it's actually only £9.99, which is really cheap for a graphic novel in the UK, so I was really impressed by that. So this is the graphic novelisation of the book Long Way Down, and it's a book written in, now what's it called? Verse. It's a book in verse, so basically extended poetry. And this is about a young man, I can't remember his name, but his brother, I think it is, gets shot in a park or something. He gets shot and he decides that he needs to retaliate, and the story kind of follows him as he goes down the elevator in his apartment building with a gun to go and get revenge for his brother. And he has these kind of like visitations saying that he shouldn't do it and trying to convince him not to do it. And I've started it over a little bit because, like I said, I've been leaning more towards graphic novels lately and I'm really intrigued by it. I really like the art style. It's very good, very like gripping, but also quite graphic, but not in a way that makes you, it's not a shocking graphic, it's more of a
brutally honest kind of graphic, and I really liked that. So yeah, I'm really excited to finish this. I'm hoping to try and read the whole thing tonight because it's just one that I didn't want to put down last night, so that is awesome. The next one I'm probably most excited for is Nevermore by Jessica Townsend. I have been debating buying this for myself every time that I've had money to buy myself books, and it's always just been like picked to the post, is that the phrase? But it's always been like knocked off the list by another book that I've been ever so slightly more hyped for, so I'm really glad that I finally got this one. I almost missed it on the shelf as well because it was like kind of tucked away, and then I saw it and literally my boyfriend was like, why did you look so excited? And I was like, because I didn't think they had this one. And I was just like, yes, as soon as I saw it on the shelf. So Nevermore, I can't remember what this one is about. I think it's about, oh, so Morrigan Crow is destined to die on her 11th birthday, but as the clock strikes midnight, she's whisked away by a remarkable man named Jupiter North and taken to the secret city of Nevermore. There she's invited to join the Wondrous Society. Mystery, magic and protection are hers if she can only pass 4 impossible trials using an exceptional talent which she doesn't have. So yeah, this is Nevermore, The Trials of Morrigan Crow. So it's a middle grade and I'm really excited. I've heard amazing things. Everyone's been raving about it and I can't wait. I've also been leaning more towards middle grades lately because they tend to be slightly easier reads for me. But this one does have fairly small font for a middle grade, so this might not be the first middle grade that I pick up, but it probably will be picked up fairly soon because again, executive functioning is kind of poor. Hello Maggie. You coming to say hello? Want me to move the camera so you're in the shot? Hi. It's not really focusing on you very well. It doesn't understand the light in this shot, does it? Let me try and fix that. There we go. Can you stay in the shot? Come here. Okay, we good? We on? Okay. Well, okay, she's still knocking about, so she might return, but anyway. So the next one I picked up was Shine by Jessica Jung. Oh, hello Maggie, you are back, I know. This is by a K-pop star, so Jessica Jung is a K-pop star, and I believe it's about a like girl going to the K-pop academies and like learning to be a K-pop star. So I've heard it's kind of darker than you're expecting it to be because it's kind of marketed to be this like bright, happy, funny story, but apparently it's kind of more exposing the realities of the K-pop industry, which should be interesting. And I've been getting into K-pop recently, and I say getting into K-pop, I've been obsessed with Blackpink and Blackpink only recently. So I'm kind of intrigued after having watched their documentary and hearing about their experiences to read more from another K-pop star. The next one I picked up was Frankly in Love by David Yoon. I really love Nicola Yoon's books, so I thought why not pick up David Yoon's too. I've heard kind of mixed things, but this is a fake dating young adult romance, so I'm really intrigued by that because I have been enjoying the fake dating stuff I've read before. And basically, from my understanding, it's about a guy who is Korean or Korean American, and he lives in a very strict family who believe that he should only date other Korean Americans, I think, and he falls in love with a white girl, so I believe he then fake dates a Korean girl so they can both have like secret partners that aren't Korean. But I might be wrong, but that's what I remember from when I've been looking it up in the past. And this one has been kind of on and off my radar, but then I think this is one of the ones that was on the buy one get one half price deal because 2 of these were in that deal, and I think it was this one, and that's why I decided to give it a shot. Next we have Shiver by Maggie Stiefvater. I have actually read this series before. I think it's a series, not a trilogy, I can't remember. I read it when I was like 12 or 13 years old and I really liked it. I remember being obsessed with it. I remember going into it thinking like, oh, it's about werewolves, like I'm not gonna like this, I'm too cool for that, and then falling in love with it. And I still have Forever, which I think is the last book. It's on my shelf somewhere, but for some reason I don't have any of the other books in the series, so I've been really wanting to reread it and to own the series again, so I've picked it up and I'm really excited. I don't really remember much about this one. Oh, so a local boy is killed by wolves and Grace's small town becomes a place of fear, but Grace is fascinated by the pack and finds herself inexplicably drawn to a yellow-eyed wolf. There's something about him, something almost human. Then she meets a yellow-eyed boy whose familiarity takes her breath away. So yeah, it's werewolves. And funny how they always have yellow eyes. Like, don't they have yellow eyes in Twilight as well, the vampires? But yeah, you think people would be more suspicious when people have yellow eyes, but apparently not. Yeah, so this is like a werewolf romancy kind of book, so yeah, I'm not sure if I'm gonna like it as much as I did as a teenager, but we're gonna give it a go anyway. And the last one I picked up, and can you believe I got all of these for like just over £40? It's quite incredible, is Internment by Samira Ahmed. So I have read Love, Hate and Other Filters, which I thought was okay, but I've heard much better things about internment, and the premise of internment kind of intrigues me more because it's a story I've not heard as much. And I think it's about a girl. Okay, so a census has landed 17-year-old Layla and her family on the registry 5 months since the Attorney General ruled that there was precedent for relocations of citizens during times of war. One month since the president declared that Muslims are now a threat to America, Layla and her parents are suddenly taken from their home and forced into an internment camp for Muslim American citizens. With the help of newly made friends also trapped in the internment camp, her boyfriend on the outside, and an unexpected alliance, Layla begins a journey to fight for freedom, leading a revolution against the internment camp's director and his guards. So this is like a ever so slightly dystopian kind of speculative fiction book where if you didn't quite catch it in the description I just read, it's a future where the president basically decides that Muslims are enough of a threat to America that they should be rounded up into internment camps and potentially be deported to other countries. And so Layla and her family are all Muslims, and so they get sent to this internment camp, and it's about her trying to fight for her freedom and her right to be in America. And as much as that's not really been the headline news as much as it was when internment first came out, it's an issue that is still really prevalent, and it's something I would say is, if anything, more prevalent in the UK than in the US at the moment now that Trump is gone. But it's something that I think I'm going to be really interested to read about, especially from an Own Voices perspective, because I don't think it's something that's talked enough about in books. You know, you get a lot of other current issues discussed in books, but I find that some of the issues that Muslims are facing, especially people of colour who are Muslims, is not as much discussed, and I'd really like to learn about what it's like for American Muslims, because it's a very different experience I hear from like British Muslims. So yeah, I'm really excited for this book. I think it's going to be amazing. I've heard really great things. It's got some really great blurbs on it as well. It's got Karen M. McManus has blurbed it, so I think it's going to be a really interesting read, and I'm really excited. I'm really glad I picked it up. I feel like half this vlog is going to be that little book haul, but who cares? I've also been reading Kate in Waiting, but obviously that is going to be that's obviously going to be read a bit slower because my review isn't due until next week. So yeah, I have been really struggling with executive functioning lately, and I'm trying to be kind to myself. Like, I've not been able to upload on as a regular schedule as I would like to lately, but I am trying really hard, and quite frankly, just like keeping up with things like washing up and showering and cooking myself food has been difficult. So I really do need to cut myself some slack on the fact that I've not been filming and uploading videos as much. Like, the filming process I actually really enjoy, like I'm sat here smiling and loving this, but the idea of then going and editing, that's the part that is hard for me to deal with when I've not got good executive functioning, because it's a lot of thinking, a lot of brain power, and I don't often have that many spoons left by the end of the day, which is when I obviously have time to edit these videos. So yeah, I apologise if my upload schedule is a bit chaotic. I mean, it is chaotic, not if, it is a bit chaotic, but I'm trying, I am doing my best, and fingers crossed as I work on like doing nice things for myself, it will improve. And yeah, also let's hope my hair experiments continue to improve. I'm not sure I would film a video with this hair, like a regular video, like no one cares what you look like in a reading vlog, but like a regular video update, I'm not sure. It still looks a bit frizzy and messy to me, and I think that's more, you know, bleach and heat damage to my hair than anything else. But I'm happy. I'm sure you're all here for the hair updates. That's what everyone comes to my reading vlogs for. So anyway, I'm gonna go and cook myself some dinner, maybe, and yeah. Also, if anyone's looking for a new sitcom, I have been really loving Superstore on Netflix. I have nearly finished it already, and it is so funny, so good. It's kind of similar in vibe to Brooklyn Nine-Nine, like that kind of just silly sitcom where the episodes kind of run independently of each other, but there are like links between them. So I really like it. I would highly recommend it. I will catch up with you later. Hopefully I will actually finish a book this week. Oh wait, I did finish a book this week. I finished Assassin's Blade yesterday by Sarah J Maas. I gave it 5 stars, really enjoyed it. I find it kind of weird that it's separated out into the different novellas when they all very like clearly follow on from each other and there's just kind of a slight time jump. But yeah, I liked them. I thought they were great and I liked reading. I know a lot of people say to read the Assassin's Blade first, but I actually think it's better to read it after you've read the Throne of Glass series, because I kind of liked reading it and hearing some of the stories behind some of the more mysterious moments in the Throne of Glass series, where like Selena will be asked, how did you get that favour from that person? She'll be like, oh, I did something for them once, or there's a story behind it but I'm not going to tell you now. To then go and read the Assassin's Blade and like find out what the story was behind it, I think is more gratifying than if I'd read that first and I knew what had happened. I think it would have taken away from like the mystery of that moment. So I personally would say to start with Throne of Glass and read Assassin's Blade at the end, but you do you. They're all great. Well, they're not all great. Tower of Dawn sucks, but Assassin's Blade was good. That is what I was coming here to say. So yeah, I did actually finish a book this week, I just forgot. And I'm now listening to Tower of Dawn. I know I just said it sucks, but I haven't read Kingdom of Ash yet. And I tried to read it and I didn't remember enough of Tower of Dawn to be able to read Kingdom of Ash, so I'm now going back and listening to Tower of Dawn so that I can read Kingdom of Ash. That's the end of this update now. Hey Maggie! Hi! She heard it was the end of the update and wanted to make one last appearance. You alright, Squidge? Okay, so you're probably gonna have to have an awkward phone shadow on here, unless I can't find an angle where you don't get a shadow, so whatever, it's a vlog, we're not here for good lighting. But I am here to say I finished another book this week. It is Friday and after work I've been sitting on my sofa reading this lovely graphic novel. This is Long Way Down by Jason Reynolds and it was actually really good. I'm kind of surprised by how it went. I thought the ending would be clearer than it is and I thought it would be just clearer in general, but it wasn't a bad thing that it was more ambiguous. I think it was a really good exploration of gun violence and how so many different factors link together. Yeah, I found it really interesting to read. And I thought it was really good hearing from lots of different perspectives of people who were involved in gang violence and people who were innocent bystanders. So yeah, I would actually really recommend this. Obviously there's lots of trigger warnings for it, so look those up if you need them. This was the graphic novel version, but there is a like book version, although it is still told in verse. So either way, whichever you sound like you prefer, or go and check it out. I would recommend the graphic novel. I think the art is really good and really adds to the story. I'm switching hands now because I'm tired. But overall, I think I gave it 4 stars because it was good, but it didn't quite grab me in the way a 5-star read does. I'm not sure what it was missing for me. It might have been the ambiguity a little bit, I'm not sure, but it just didn't feel like a 5-star read to me. I'm not running it through CawPile because if I just have that gut instinct, then I tend to just let myself rate it and I tend to save CawPile for when I'm not sure about the rating. So yeah, I'm just gonna give this a 4-star and I think that's a really good rating. Yeah, like I said, highly recommend it. And yeah, that's it I guess on this one. Sorry if you can hear lots of like bird noises in the background. I have cat TV on for Maggie and she is like intermittently going to watch it, so, and also that was good like background noise for reading, like it feels like I'm sat out in a field when I'm not. So yeah, any other updates for you? I don't think so. My hair, I just gave up on it again in case you want more hair updates. I just brushed it. I was going to do something nice with it and then I couldn't be bothered, so I did not. And that is that. I don't know if I'm going to be reading anything else tonight. I might go and carry on with Kate in Waiting because I do need to get on with that for my review next week. I actually got an email from the publisher being like, hey, we saw you requested this on NetGalley and haven't loaded your review yet and it gets published today, and that was like yesterday. And I kind of wanted to reply being like, oh, that's because I'm on the blog tour, so I'm not posting any reviews until my date. But I've just decided to leave it, and if they send me another follow-up then I'll get in touch. But yeah, I'm not going to post a review until my actual like posting date for my review on my YouTube, because it just feels a bit weird. And I also haven't finished the book yet anyway, so can't review it yet. But yeah. Oh, hello Momo. She's here. What are we doing? You can't rub the phone while I'm using the phone. Good. So yeah, that is all I have to tell you, I think. I haven't started Tower of Dawn yet because honestly I don't want to. I'm not looking forward to it. I don't think it's going to be very good. So yeah, I'm just doing it out of necessity because even reading the summary didn't help enough. But yeah, hopefully I can get through that quite quickly and I will be able to update you on that on next week maybe. So yeah, shall we read some more books or shall we play video games, Mumu? What shall we do? I don't think Maggie cares. On pulse?